At ease, Sergeant. I got a mission for you. A routine patrol was sent out 2 days ago and never returned. I need you to uncover the truth behind their disappearance.
Wait a minute. Why me? Search and rescue is left to the Confederate bigwigs. I'm just a scout. I'm the one who usually gets rescued.
You're beyond rescuing, Sergeant. I understand this is not your area of expertise, but you're the only one I can trust with this delicate situation. With the threat of the Zerg looming ever closer, the Confederacy's resources are taxed to the utmost. I need to know what happened to that patrol. You gotta check it out for yourself and let me know firsthand. We can't risk having a public scandal. The populace is already panicked with the threat of the Zerg looming on the horizon.
I'll see what I can do, but you know I do my best work solo.
Good work, Sergeant. It's safe to assume your unknown assailants are connected with the disappearance of our patrol unit.
It's a shame it cost us so many lives to determine that. I should have gone in alone.
And you would have died. Then we'd have one more missing soldier and still no clue as to who's threatening us. You did a good job, Sergeant. Get some rest. You'll feel better in the morning. You're free to leave. Gentlemen.
Marshal.
So, you're the team known only as the Shroud. Your superiors speak highly of you. I hear some of you are the best. I trust that's true. Yes. Well, you're gonna have to be good. I need you to infiltrate the installation our scouts have uncovered. I need to know who is residing in there and where their
loyalties lie. Furthermore, you wish us to determine the fate of your lost patrol. If there are any survivors, we'll find them.
Assemble your team and deploy them as quickly as possible.
They're ready and waiting outside your door, sir.
They give me the creeps.
You needn't worry about us, Marshal.
Jack, it's good to see you.
It's been a long time.
Too long. Look, I'll cut to the chase. I've called you here because I need your help.
I've retired, Bill. You know how I feel about the Confederacy.
This isn't for the Confederacy, Jack. It's for the people of Brontes 4. Before you say no, I think you should see something. Our agents recovered this data disk from the rebel encampment.
No longer shall we have to suffer the torment of our oppressors. No longer shall they squeeze the very life's blood from our hearts. Brothers and sisters, the time has come to rise in arms against the Confederacy. The time has come for us to break the shackles of tyranny. Our saviors shall descend from the skies. We must open ourselves to them, and they shall lead us to salvation. Join us. Join the Fist of Redemption.
So you called me here for this? Crazy prophet with a bad promo disc? You're losing your touch, Bill.
He might be crazy, Jack, but he's gathered quite a following. And there's more, Jack. Something else we found in the installation. Zerg.
You mean what he was talking about on the disc was...
Yes, Jack.
But that's madness.
That's why I need your help.
Why not call in the Confederate troops? This sounds like something more than the militia can handle.
I tried that. I requisitioned reinforcements. I only got a unit of ghosts. The magistrate refused to send any further support. A surprise assault under your military genius is our only recourse. Every day we wait, the threat grows. You'd have complete command over the Brontes 4 militia.
All right, Bill. I'll play your game. For now. The installation's been destroyed.
Excellent work, Jack. But the situation is worse than we thought. The rebels have dug their tendrils deeply into the local communities. The threat is far from over. Most importantly, our agents have spotted rebels near the Atkinson airfield. You know what that means, don't you?
It means I've done what I said I would do, Bill. The rest is up to you.
But we need you, Jack. Where are you going?
That's my business, Bill. I've done my duty. I'm tired of fighting.
Jack, get back here! You're gonna regret this, Jack! Damn it! Sergeant Tsunami?
Yes, Marshal.
The Atkinson Corporation has long been in the business of developing military technology. It is suspected that the rebels may be claiming a shipment of aircraft from the corporation. I'm placing you in charge of the foray to stop this transaction by any means necessary. We can't have the rebels take to the skies.
The rebels shall be ground to dust beneath my feet.
Intruder alert. Lower West Landing Station. Incoming transmission.
Greetings, Marshal. I trust you are having a pleasant afternoon.
What are you up to?
Currently, my minions surround your control center, Marshal.
So, it's a fight you want.
I most humbly request your immediate and unconditional surrender.
You're a fool, Carpenter.
Mr. Constantine, I have endured your repeated attacks upon my people with good grace. Please extend the courtesy by having the intelligence to know when it is time to give up.
And if I say no?
You will die.
Better to die with honor than to kowtow to a madman like you.
You confuse honor with stupidity, Marshal. So be it. The blood of the Confederate militia will stain your hands.
Why'd you come back, Jack?
Someone had to pull your fat out of the fire.
But I thought you were tired of fighting.
I guess you can't keep a good man down.
Incoming transmission.
Marshal Constantine, I represent the Council of Inquiry, newly appointed to the Brontes system.
You represent who?
Several transport ships bearing a high risk of Zerg infestation were reported leaving Brontes 4 atmosphere. Although several were destroyed, more have landed throughout the surrounding planetary bodies. Containing such infestations is your responsibility, Marshal. Please explain yourself. Why have you allowed this to happen?
I tried to warn you, damn it. You wouldn't listen. I've been screaming for reinforcements for weeks.
Such an outburst is unwarranted, Marshal. I am empowered to inform you that you are hereby relieved of duty. The Council will be assuming responsibilities for governing Brontes 4.
What?
I've heard enough of this. Let's go, Bill.
Not so fast, Lieutenant Frost. The Council has deemed you worthy of service.
Sorry, not interested.
Despite your reputation, you do not seem to be much of a hero.
Yeah, well, we're all heroes on Brontes 4.
Mr. Frost, refusing to answer the call of duty might place your loyalties in question. From someone inhabiting an infested planet, it might even be considered treasonous.
You're blackmailing me.
No. We are shedding the light of reason upon a very delicate topic. Someone has to ensure that reinforcements arrive.
They're sending reinforcements.
Please, Jack, do what they say. Not for this pompous ass, but for the people of Brontes 4. We need the reinforcements.
Listen to your friend, Lieutenant Frost.
All right, for the sake of Brontes 4, I'll do what you want, Counselor.
Excellent. The Council has issued a summons to the surrounding colonies, requesting military aid to assemble on Brontes 4. However, the rebels have been informed of our intentions, and their agents have begun an assault on the planet's primary orbital relay center. Without that station's guidance, the support ships will be unable to land on the planet's surface. In the name of the Council, you must provide relief to the station's garrison and secure the platform.
Good luck, Jack. You're gonna need it.
Precision perfect, Lieutenant Frost. Your reputation for military genius is well-founded. The support troops have landed safely. The units are being assembled into an elite task force as we speak.
Wonderful. Glad to be of service. I'll be on my way now.
Not so fast, Lieutenant. Your service is still required. We need someone of your caliber to lead the Hammer Strike Force. The Council has elected you for that position. Your first mission is to capture those who aided the rebels with information regarding the Orbital Relay Center. A series of mining communities has come under the Council's spyglass. One of them is harboring traitors, although which is not known. Therefore, all of them must be eliminated. The wages of treason are harsh, and the Council believes that this will serve as an example to all.
I played the part of your lapdog. I got your men here safely. I'll have no part in the slaughter of innocents. Find someone else to do your dirty work.
You speak sedition.
Go to hell.
Tsunami.
Yes, sir.
You are to command the newly assembled Hammer Strike Force. Should you encounter Frost, you understand what to do.
An honor, sir.
Yet another local mining community, New Dresden, has been raising public inquiry into the Council's actions. Commander Tsunami, the Council empowers you to destroy this community, as they are likely being manipulated by rebels.
By your leave.
Well, I guess that's it then, Mr. Frost. You disappear again and maybe I'll see you in another decade.
We can't stop now, Morg. You know this is only the beginning. The Council won't let themselves be embarrassed. They'll hunt all of us down just to make an example.
The name's Morgan, Mr. Frost? And what would you suggest I do?
All right, Miss Morgan. I say we strike at them before they get a chance to find us.
That's a great idea. You and me will just walk up to the Hammer Barracks and kick some butt.
Not the Hammer, the Council. The Hammer is needed to protect the people. It's the Council that's the cancer. If we eliminate the Council, perhaps we can convince the Hammer to perform the duty it was gathered for in the first place.
I still don't see how you plan to take out the Council.
Everyone knows the Council gets its information through its network of spies. That means it uses ghosts. I've seen the missile silos surrounding the Council headquarters. I say we give them a taste of their own medicine. You get me in there, and I'll do the rest.
I'm surprised you trust me, Frost. If I drop you off, I'm liable to leave you there.
You'd leave me there.
Like you left me standing 10 years ago?
Point taken. Well, I guess it's a chance I'm gonna have to take. Fair's fair.
I see Age done you well. You're starting to develop some character, Frost.
Cute, Morgan. Real cute.
In retaliation for the needless attack on their homes, New Dresden Patriots, led by ex-Confederate officer Jack Frost, retaliated by infiltrating Council headquarters and targeting a nuclear strike. In the ensuing chaos, not only has the Council been shattered, but panic has swept throughout the common populace. The remains of the Council, under duress by the Hammer, have made a declaration instituting martial law. The surviving Council members, deprived of their diplomatic immunity, were immediately arrested. Commander Tsunami has been appointed governor of Brontes IV. Local mining communities, however, still bitter from the scourge of the Hammer's assault, have refused to provide gas or minerals to the elite task force. Rumor has it that a movement has already begun to place the outlaw, Jack Frost, within the governor's seat.
Delicious. While we wax in the power of unity, our enemies turn in upon themselves. Your reinforcements have arrived, Mr. Frost. How unfortunate for you. Control, please inform Governor Tsunami of the rebels' whereabouts.
We cleaned out those Zerg, but I still can't help feel we're missing some of the pieces. It was just too convenient how we found you.
You think there's an inside man.
Carpenter's influence runs deep. It's entirely possible.
So, what do?
We strike at the heart.
I don't follow.
We go after Carpenter. Now's the time he won't be expecting it.
Of course he won't be expecting it. It would be suicide.
We took the council. If we strike fast and hard, they'll never know what hit them. The longer we wait, the more powerful they grow. Meanwhile, we're being chipped away by the hammer.
I'm in.
You're both nuts. All right, I'll do it. I won't like it, but I'll do it.
Antaro Adun and Draxus, you have done well under my guidance. Time draws nigh when you must guide our warriors to victory. The 7th Fleet shall detach from our main host, protect the passage of our return. The system of Brontes lay deeply embedded within the poisoned clutches of the Zerg. Our expedition is to eliminate this blight, by any means.
I will not fail you, Tassadar.
The Judicator Syndria will accompany you, to offer both counsel and wisdom. May the gods guide your actions, son of Ire, and may the light of reason shine upon you.
Executor, I have deployed scouts to the Brontes region. They have uncovered the source of contamination to be centered upon the small world of Brontes 4. We have studied the planet's surface and found it rife with Zerg infestation. In the wake of the crumbling Confederacy, the Terrans have devolved into anarchy. It lay as a primitive patchwork of feuding tribes and city-states.
And you would counsel, Judicator?
Isolate the core of the infestation. Sever all communication between Brontes 4 and its neighboring worlds.
A wise decision, Judicator. Make haste. Our progress, Judicator.
With the Terran satellite platform secured, we maintain absolute control over the planet's communication network. Since its seizure, there has been notable chaos among the more isolated Terran settlements. As industry and trade have ground to a halt, a new level of barbarism devolves amongst its infant race.
Your counsel, Judicator.
I would recommend securing the Brontes 4 orbital relay station. Whomever holds the station maintains complete control over both entry and exit of the planet's surface. Our scout ships report it is currently held by a scattered collection of Terrans, although their resistance rapidly dwindles under the constant harassment of Zerg. We must secure this position if we are to stop the spread of the Zerg contamination throughout the Brontes system.
Set course for the orbital relay station. I will accept nothing less than victory.
It is foolish to believe anything but destruction will result from this unruly and savage world. I recommend we eliminate all life upon the planet's surface.
We were like them once.
An embarrassing reminder of a far, distant past. As we have isolated Brontes 4 from its planetary neighbors, it is time to strike at the root of the problem. It is the only way to ensure the Zerg's elimination.
It is my intent to focus our strike at the source of this infection. Demiarch speaks wisdom. The elimination of the Terrans may be extreme. However, the safety of the Protoss cannot be weighed for the lives of one world. Syndrea, I place the Vanguard beneath your capable leadership. You are hereby charged with establishing a stronghold on Brontes 4. I will leave Demiarch, Edulon, and Ada Xerxes to control you in matters of war and negotiation. As for the fate of the Terrans, determine where their loyalties lie. Preserve them, if possible. I will return to lead the main assault.
I hope to prove you worthy, Executor.
While you prepare for our arrival, I shall guide the bulk of the fleet throughout the surrounding planetary bodies, eliminating any sign of further Zerg conquest. Antaro Doom, Judicator.
Advisors. I have chosen 3 targets for the primary assault. Ada Xerxes,
Judicator.
your legions shall strike at the region of Edbakken. Edulon,
Yes, Judicator.
you will lay siege to the city-state known to the Terrans as New Dresden. Demiok,
My lady.
as Andraxis' most trusted, I place upon you the duty of greatest importance. You must assault one of the central hives on Brontes 4, located within the Carvalho region.
As you wish.
Proceed, and may glory follow in your wake.
She sends you to your death. You've seen the extent of Carvalho's corruption. Only the strength of the fleet will end their existence.
Perhaps, if your words speak prophecy, then I shall die. Honor demands no less.
Andraxis values your word too highly. Sindria seeks to rid herself of your influence.
My victory lies in the spirit. There I shall stand unconquered.
May the gods guide your blades.
Our first probing of the planet's surface has met with success. Prepare to return to the orbital relay station.
Demiok's vanguard hasn't returned. Surely you plan to wait for them.
It is too dangerous. Already our enemies plan to retaliate. We must leave them nothing but shadows to strike at.
You would leave them here?
Demiok was defeated. He died with honor.
He's still alive. I would have felt his death.
Do you question my authority, Zealot?
I will not leave him here.
You share his stubbornness.
That is why you sent him to his death? Will you do the same to me?
That is my choice. Stay with him as you wish. Join him in death, then, Zealot.
Father, where are you?
With the destruction of Demiok and the betrayal of Edulon, you are my sole advisor, Ada Xerxes.
I serve only your will, Judicator.
So shall begin the second phase of our endeavor. Ada Xerxes, you are to return to the planet's surface and establish a permanent stronghold. The location I have chosen lies deep in the heartland of both Terran and Zerg. Crush them.
They shall feel the fury of my inception. We are firmly rooted on the planet's surface, Judicator.
Antara Dune, Ada Xerxes. I am pleased.
Your command, Judicator.
The Zerg draw their strength from their numbers. We must remove their ability to reproduce. Eliminate their ability to harvest resources. Environmental conditions have prevented the Terrans from entering a region known only as the Valley of the Shadow. Thus, the region's vast mineral resources have laid untouched until the arrival of the Zerg. Ada Xerxes, I charge you with stripping the regions of its resources to prevent their exploitation by the enemy. Destroy any who oppose your action. My words displease you?
The slaughter of harvesters lies not on the road to valor.
Now is not the time for hesitation. Proceed with your given task.
By your will, Judicator. Your will has been executed, Judicator. However, with the depletion of the valley's resources, the Zerg have become desperate. They encroach our perimeters as we speak.
Sindria, what have you done?
Edulon, you live.
The Zerg have become erratic. They've begun to swarm the untainted Terran communities.
I have performed the will of the High Enclave. I am accomplishing the destruction of the Zerg.
At the cost of how many innocent lives?
The lives of the Terrans are of marginal consequence.
They are living, sentient beings.
To defy my order is to question the authority of the Enclave. You speak heresy, Edulon, daughter of Demiok. You are weak. Your will is easily corrupted. I was wrong not to have ordered your execution long ago.
You are blind from your own delusions. Ada Xerxes, why do you follow her still? You felt as I did once. You know what she is doing is wrong.
I feel no longer.
Ada Xerxes, defend our Bronte's fortress from the Zerg marauders. Once accomplished, dispense justice to this one who would betray us.
By your will, Judicator, at Julan, when next we meet upon the field of battle, our words shall be written in blood.
You've gone too far, Syndria. The Zerg aren't the true infestation. You are.
The Terran psychic, known as Atticus Carpenter, lives. He was consumed by the CEREBRATE incubus, but his presence is still felt. His will was not crushed as was the others. In contrary, he grows stronger. I sense struggle, turmoil within the brood. The weakened CEREBRATE incubus is wanting in power. Carpenters reborn anew.
Entaro Adun, Ada Xerxes. I thank you for your insight, but you take great risk in communicating with me.
I am oath-bound to destroy you, but your image bears no hatred in my heart. Beware, noble Egelon. Syndria shall not rest until your line has been destroyed. She fears you and what you represent. Your father's voice holds great weight within the ear of Andraxis.
Once you fought beside my father. Join with us now in the glorious battle. The path Syndria walks is folly. She has twisted Andraxius' words and intentions. Upon his return, she shall feel the weight of his displeasure.
I am of two minds. My loyalty holds strong, both for Andraxis and Syndria. I may only hope that honor will prevail.
You show an unfounded loyalty within the Judicator caste. Syndria sees you as nothing but a tool, a symbol of her power.
Nobility wears many faces.
My heart bleeds for you, Ada Xerxes.
Entaro Adun, my friend's daughter.
Until next we meet.
It grieves me that one of us shall die.
Terrans, friends, your nemesis Carpenter, he lives.
That's not possible. He's been destroyed.
You harmed not him, merely his followers. He has gathered a new flock.
More rebels?
No, no longer does he concern himself with Terrans. His minions are the Zerg.
Is that possible?
His power is strong. Already he pulls more followers into his fold. As of now, for both Protoss and Terran, our missions meet as one. We desire the destruction of Atticus Carpenter.
But do we have the firepower to back up our intentions?
Many of the Vanguard show discontent with the governance of Syndria. If I were to establish a gateway near the scene of the battle, it is likely that many would come.
Those sound like risky odds. What if we shoot crabs?
Then we fall in honorable battle.
At this point, really, what choice do we have? I say it's all or nothing.
Ada Xerxes comes. I feel its presence draw near.
Ada... who?
An Archon. When times call for the ultimate sacrifice, our people join in unity for the glory of the greater whole. When two Protoss merge as one, they form into a being known only as Archon. Adis and Xerxes were High Templars of Ayur. They loved one another deeply. When the Zerg first struck,
It was only natural they should merge in the defense of our people.
You sound as if you know him well.
Xerxes was one of my dearest companions. We fought together in the earliest dawns of this war.
Then why does he follow Syndrea?
Xerxes died when he became an Archon. The love between Adius and Xerxes lasted little longer than their unity. As time passed, it became a bitter hatred. With every day, Adius Xerxes falls only deeper into self-loathing.
Can it choose to stop its suffering?
If it were only that simple, Adius Xerxes is bound by duty to fall in honorable combat. Until that time, it exists only to hate.
And now it's coming after us.
No, it comes for Echelon and myself, but that I could meet him upon the field of battle and end poor Xerxes' suffering.
So what's stopping you?
Alas, I cannot. I have been undone. My body, although housed within this metal shell, lies broken nonetheless.
No problem. I'll face him for you.
Terran, you are truly a noble warrior, and I am honored to stand beside you upon the field of battle. But you know not the power of an Archon.
Then I'll go.
My daughter.
And once I've lain your friend to rest, I shall do likewise to Syndrea.
Be careful, my child.
She is a menace to our people. If I must be labeled a heretic for opposing her power, so be it. But I shall not have her blind our people to the truth.
You stood behind us despite the odds. I can't speak for anyone else, but I'm with you.
I think it's safe to say we're all behind you.
Then prepare yourselves. This may be the end.
Awaken, my child, and embrace the glory that is your birthright. Know that I am the Overmind, the eternal will of the Swarm, and that you have been created to serve me. You are the hunter, evolved and bred, to emerge from the darkness and consume those who would resist my will.
CEREBRATE. I shall help you as you learn. Together, we shall grow strong. And in that unity, the Swarm shall grow stronger.
Go forth now to the surface of Brontes 4. There you shall find the site of a great battle. As the armies part, you must find the Protoss leader named Syndrea.
I shall proceed ahead of you, securing access to the planet's surface. My brood shall engage those Protoss orbiting Brontes 4, so that you may pass unharmed.
Track your prey, and end her futile struggle against the Swarm. You have done well, my youngest. Your power grows.
CEREBRATE, our work is far from over. My brood still battles with the Protoss main host. Slowly, the walls of their orbital fortress begin to crumble.
As they triumph above, so you shall prepare for them below. My youngest, go to the planet's surface and prepare for the arrival of Nargil's swarm. Such is my will.
Overmind, the Protoss have been driven from their stellar homes. As we speak, Andraxis guides their survivors towards the planet's surface. My brood awaits your word to give chase.
You have done well to force the Protoss from the seat of their power. But it is not your role to play the part of the pursuer. Rein in the fury of the Fenris Swarm. This day's glory shall belong to another.
By your will over mind.
With Andraxis weakened, I have felt the presence of another. The CEREBRATE incubus yet lives, although he is unfamiliar to me. Another grows within him. Another that harvests the bile of discontentment for the swarms. Nargil, you must stand ready to answer my summons. You must hold vigil from your stellar eyrie, searching for a sign from the one who would betray us. The one made Carpenter. Youngest, your baptism shall be one of fire. Already the followers of Syndria begin to reform and prepare for the arrival of their brethren. Eliminate them while they still founder, before they may join Andraxis and his legions. Youngest, you must help my minions. As you wage war upon the followers of Syndria, misfortune has befallen. My vigil revealed the remnants of both Andraxis' Protoss and the Terran resistance. They were baited into meeting upon the field of battle. They were to fight one another in ignorance, and my minions rise forth from the earth to devour the victorious.
But all of our plans are eclipsed by their most base and foul treachery. Not all Protoss think as Syndria. The creatures have allied. Make haste, or my swarms shall be crushed between their overwhelming numbers.
Go forth and destroy all who would oppose my will. We are victorious. No misfortune, no matter how great, can suffer the might of the swarms. Our enemy lay in pieces, scattered to the winds before my wrath. It is now I seek another goal, one that you shall execute, CEREBRATE.
Here replays the words of our enemies, a transmission gleaned from the dropship of one of our most obstinate foes.
We sure had some good times together.
Yeah, we sure did.
Where you're planning on going?
I don't know. Someplace small, far off the beaten track. New Dresden has nothing for me anymore.
You know, we could always start over.
Goodbye, Jack.
I must know the minds of our enemies. The Terran named Morgan has strayed from the flock. By inspiring terror within those around her, she will flee into the parasitic embrace of our beloved queens.
CEREBRATE, I would suggest you herald your arrival with violence. Her inherent weakness shall drive her to the safety of her allies.
Morgan, I thought you'd be long gone by now.
It's hopeless, Vane. They're everywhere.
You look hurt. Maybe I should call you a medic.
It's nothing that a stiff drink won't cure.
Some things never change.
Through the eyes of Morgan, the Terran's hidden fortress has been unveiled. Go now, my youngest. Enter their home and make our presence known. Your success has proven you worthy, my youngest. Now it comes to pass that you should swell your brood, so that you may be able to enforce my will with undeniable certainty. The core of Terran retaliation has been shattered. Go forth to their remaining outposts and consume them into your fold.
You have gone too far, Abomination. You would seek to harm those who are my allies? I shall not rest until you have been destroyed.
CEREBRATE, As you look towards the Carpenter brood, the Protoss seek to avenge their fallen allies.
It has been noted. Andraxis strikes at both Carpenter as well as you, my youngest. Andraxis has proven rash in his eagerness. Such is his weakness. Nargil shall confront the Protoss warrior. You, my youngest, shall continue the assault upon the Carpenter's brood. Such is my will.
We can't stay in hiding forever.
Something's going down. During my recon, I saw the Protoss duking it out with some Zerg.
They must be diverting the Zerg's attention, giving us time to escape. We have to make contact with Andraxis and let him know we're still alive.
So, what do we do now?
I don't know. I'm worried. The Zerg must have gotten to one of our men. Let's go to Andraxis. He's been fighting the Zerg longer than any of us. He might be able to give us some insight. Tell no one where we're going. You're the only ones I can trust.
Our agent serves us well. Follow them, my youngest. Let them guide you to Andraxis, and then destroy them all. But beware. The bulk of the Protoss will return once you've made yourself known. Protoss and Terran lie in ashes before the fury of the swarm. But the hour of your greatest trial soon lies at hand. Our truest threat upon Bronte's Four is that which most resembles our own. Carpenter's brood has proven the strength and resilience of our race. But now the time for this experiment draws to a close. Carpenter's brood is young, and without the souls of my will, he cannot resist the damage we have caused. Both Terran and Protoss strove to conquer Carpenter. Both have failed. But now is the time to strike, my youngest. Fulfill their goal. Destroy